Hello, guys. Welcome back to our channel. This is Victory Arena Season 2, and today we are on day 5 of the season. And the first match is between the Land of Fire and the Family. I, Ifrit, along with Sunny, will be your casters for the day. So, Sunny, how are you?
I'm fine, a little
Hello,
bit of
guys.
cold,
Welcome.
and just look at the team, the family, their profile
Yep.
pictures. I really like
I,
their aura, their sense of humor.
yep. That is some humor over there. I hope the game is as good as the humor. And here we go, Sunny.
Blue Panda, do you know that name? There used to be a YouTuber.
I don't remember the name, Sunny.
No, he
Maybe I'm
was
just old.
he was a OG YouTuber of MLBB
Oh,
in 2018 and 2019, I guess.
oh, I was
Yeah,
not into YouTube that much. So
yeah.
I guess that's why I don't know them. So
Mm.
here we go. The first ban is Khalid, and the first ban from the red team side is Karina. I think that's a respect ban. They must have seen the profiles and gone with, oh, he plays good Karina. Let's ban that.
Yes, Ifrit, and a Khalid ban. That's just a basic ban from the chessboard. A Khalid and a Fanny ban. Are we gonna see a Joy ban as well?
I think a Joy should be banned, but that depends if they have checked their profiles and no one plays Joy. I don't think it's a useful ban then, since they are going with the bans that the other person is capable of playing. The
I
red
think
team
it's
is
a
taking a
Joy or a Jushin ban. A
oh
Bruno
a Bruno ban.
after a
After nerf,
nerf.
yes, after nerf. Oh, a Joy ban. See, the blue team is listening to us. They're communicating with their minds.
That's the pretty basic bans from the blue team, and I really respect that.
Yes, basic bans again. Dukshin is a good ban with that AoE as well as that poke is very potent, and Zukshin can change the tide of the game at any moment.
And a Sicilian
So
is open, and we have a Hayabusa first pick. The confidence, man.
yes, the confidence, but again, I think CC has dropped out of the meta. So,
Or is it?
or is it now? That's something, Sunny, you would know better than I do.
I just play CC, and he still have that damage. Like late game,
True that.
he's feeling a little off, but with the stats, with the right emblems, he surely has still that damage left in him.
Okay, okay, I have to take your word for it. So we have a Hilda pick maybe, and if they pick Hilda, will the team blue go for Dyroth considering the Dyroth has been buffed? Oh no, it's a Tigreal. So that's a good pick over here, but that leaves Diggy open for the blue team to pick and counter that Tigreal.
Will the blue team do a hard counter? And a Vexana.
Oh,
Oof.
yes, a Vixana, and I think the Vixana should go for Purify. That flicker is not going to be useful for Tigreal much. What do you think will their third pick be, Sunny? Considering there is a Phoveus open, again Argus, Dyroth, even a Sun or a Zilong. I played with against a Zilong today, and oh my god, the damage has been buffed. When I say buffed, he can dish out a lot of damage from mid game itself.
Ifrit, I think they should have gone with a Digi here.
I completely agree. Either a Diggy or the mage should change to Purify. But we have a Dragon pick over here that is going to cost them, I think, because or maybe not, because Dragon can go to the back lane and target the mage and the MMs. What do you think? Is it going to be useful against that much CC if they pick Ruby?
Dragon is a good counter against a CC. Like a good petrified, and the whole red team falls down.
Yes, agreed, agreed. But that then again, that Petrify has a CD, and Dragon needs to be very good to use that Petrify on CC every single time.
A Ruby against a Dragon in the XP lane. It's gonna be
That will be a
tough, for the
Yes,
Ruby.
that will be a battle of healing abilities and I think Ruby will come on top if if Yuzong doesn't play the cards well. What will Karakoram pick? Will he
I
go
think
for an MM? Sorry, a
ban,
ban?
bro. I think a
Yep.
Digi and a MM ban. A Beatrice or a Clint. Beatrice should be. They're quite 20 right now with that Tidwell and a
Yes.
Ruby in late game.
I think they will ban an MM, but they should ban a tank as well because Nino has been buffed. Matilda is still open. They are smart.
And a DG ban. That was a vice ban.
Yes, the Diggy is a correct ban over here. And we have another ban that is Granger. Granger with his scalability as he gets the stacks, he will have a lot of damage.
I'm just loving the bans from the Land of Fire. Those are such a good basic bans. And most of the teams don't do that.
Yes, let's say the red team, they have taken out Karina. So, yeah, the basic bans do work, but it all depends on the gameplay as well, Sunny. We should not forget that. What will that Karakolam pick?
Layla ban. Aren't they going for a Beatrice or a Clint right here?
Maybe
Or a Claude. Claude would be good. Like the escape
Claude will
skills.
also be good, and I think Iksha will also be good over here,
It's
considering
the mobility.
range.
She lacks that mobility. Higher
Lacks that
dragon.
mobility.
A Claude would be perfect right here.
They are thinking a lot, so it better be good. And we are coming down to the wire in this a big face. And it will be a Nolan. That's a new hero for this tournament. I don't think Nolan has been picked this tournament at all. Blue team doesn't take even a second to pick that Melissa, and it looks like she is confident with it. So well done.
Melissa actually counts as every single one pick of the family.
Yes,
Like, even if she pops that ult, nobody can counter him.
yes, the Tigreal as well as the Ruby will have a hard time. Although I should point out that Ruby can pull her even in the ulti phase of Melissa. And they have countered the Tigreal as well. So Tigreal has been countered two ways, the MM as well as the tank on the blue team side, that being the Akai can counter Tigreal and to some extent other heroes as well. But the blue team has to remember that the Nolan can also get back into their lanes and back into the back line, killing out the mage and the marksman. So tough match.
Akai was a solid pick as well. The space he will make out his team. And they have a dragon and a Hayabusa to just go straight to the battle line. Dastis Leon will have a hard time here. And he's on a sprint as well. Like he needs a flicker or something, purify.
Charge, Knights of Night.
And a gold lane Alucard. Oof.
I don't think it's a gold lane Alucard. I think the Ruby will go gold lane and Alucard will be the EXP lane over here. Considering that Ruby will have an advantage over Melissa because of her ult, whereas Alucard will face lots of problems with Melissa. And that Alucard is
Absolutely,
using
Frith.
vengeance.
I just forgot about that Ruby. But it's been a couple of months like we saw Ruby Gold. Like,
Yes,
where did she
Ruby
go?
Gold.
Like there weren't any nerfs and at all.
The Ruby Gold went to where all the buffs go in the MLBB, to the depths of despair, and after a year or a half, they will get a buff again when a skin comes out. What do you think about that, Sunny?
Yeah, here in the chat we have Daniel. Alucard is a weird pick. But Alu could get those couple of kills in the early game, man. Even on a HP, the power strike would be crazy. And I think it's the Alu role right here. Or is it a rematch? I think it's a rematch.
I think so. It's a rematch. If that Alucard doesn't move, it's a rematch. We will know in a few minutes. The
I
blue team is
Mhm.
taking its blue buff, whereas the red team has already taken its red buff and going for its blue. So the quickness of the teams is commendable.
I think it's gonna be a rematch, I guess. We don't have any confirmation from our management team, I guess.
Okay, we have to restart.
It's a
The need to
restart.
yeah.
They need to surrender now. Will
Yes,
they
they have
surrender?
to surrender.
Why aren't they surrendering?
They have to
Uh,
surrender within two
the
minutes.
management team just tell them to surrender.
Here we go. The enemy concedes the defeat. I
I
think the
think it's
Alucard nest went off.
yeah. He might be having some issues with the net.
Victory!
Well, at least it's gonna be the same ban. We wanna bet
Yes.
which the blue team will pick. The family. Wizard just tell them the same bans and same picks instead of Allu. I don't know, teams. Let's read the rules. You have the starting 2 minutes to do a restart if you're having net issues and something. So that family was well within their time range, I guess.
Yes. We do have a rule stating that within 2 minutes, if a team presents any issue to the organizers, they do restart the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And the message was, I guess, that Allu was really after.
I think we are ready. And once again, we are starting with the game.
Well, the band's gonna be the quick one, right? We don't have to do a task in the game
I
for that.
hope so. I hope so. Don't forget the on day three we did face an issue that we had to start a match 3 times.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. You can't do anything about that, I guess.
Your team is banning.
They do remember their bans. That's something good.
Sir,
That's
what's
a
your
fanny
command?
band
Your
there.
team is banning.
I think they should do it quickly, and they are following through. They are quickly banning it so that the other teams don't wait for long.
Time to drop the beat of the
Your
flash.
team is banning.
Butterflies born by thy
Your
wish,
team is picking.
guided by lantern's light.
Sunny, I have forgotten what was their first pick.
It was
I do remember.
Hayabusa. It was a
Yeah,
Hayabusa full
Hayabusa.
confidence.
Yep.
Again,
Can someone let us know in the chat what else they picked? Because my memory is of a goldfish.
yeah, I know, Fred. I know. It should be a Tidwell right now and a Vetsana for the team blue.
Well,
The Land of
yes, but
Fire.
it doesn't matter in what order they pick. It just have to have the same
But it's
pick.
quite nice now. They are picking the same order.
Need some stitches? I'm
Yes,
here.
that
Yeah.
was quick picks from them. This is something nice.
Like the Land of Fire is ready. You know, they want this win
Yep.
ASAP. You can see
They
that.
want to end this quickly.
The hunt begins.
Your team is banning.
I think the organizers forgot to tell them that we won't be giving them a restart
Your
again.
team is banning.
So I hope they know that.
Your team is
The Land of Fire might have a restart, right? Then each team gets one restart.
Your team is banning.
Kinda
Yes,
would
but
be
I guess
unfair. Nah,
yeah, but I
the
guess
Land of Fire is in hurry. They won't be using that, I guess.
Is picking.
my point exactly, Sunny. Hamza in the chat saying, let's go,
Your team
land,
is
easy
picking.
win. I hope.
We have a Hamsa Land of Fire fan
Oh,
here, right here.
Hope will
yes.
find a way, even
I
when
think
all is
Avi is saying
forlorn.
Tigreal Vex were there. So I do remember the Tigreal and the Vex, but I forgot what they picked over here. Oh, they picked an Akai.
And if it what MN will the pit.
I have no idea considering that I thought the Ruby will go gold.
A Clint here would be a hard counter. You know that mobility, a Claude and Clint should be here.
I think they can pick Beatrix as well.
Beatrice, no mobility, but she sure hit like that right in the late game.
Yes, along with that Sky Piercer, maybe even Brody. We should not forget
Time
him.
and tide wait for no
And a
told you,
Beatrice.
Beatrix.
girl.
Nice. And we have the Avi in the chat. He's like, what's up, my favorite casters? What's up, my favorite audience, man?
Hamza saying, I love the discipline from both the teams. They picked the same and showed respect. That's what we are looking for. That shows that you have competency as well as you know that the other team is also, waiting and trying to get into the game. That shows that you're committed and you are playing it with discipline.
Absolutely, Fred. And that's what matters at the end of the day. The dedication and the discipline.
So we already know that the blue team will go for its blue buff and the red team will go for its orange buff.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
By the way, Sunny, should we call it an orange buff or a red buff considering that its color is orange?
It depends on the colorblind people as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
A red and a blue would be a lot simpler than a blue and an orange.
I don't think the red colorblind people can see much colors, so it doesn't matter to them.
I just imagine that Sicilian hates his own team because he's colorblind. Spamming his skills right there.
Though the damage won't be there.
He's like, what the fuck? I can't do any damage.
Who will take the buff faster? I think it will be Nolan. And it
Yeah,
is
but
the Nolan.
ooh, look at that tank though helping his Haya. But Haya would be level 4 faster, I guess.
Ideally, he should because
And his rotation would be on point. But that
Yes.
Tigreal babysitting that MM, like he knows level 4 Haya can solo easily.
And there goes the Haya is not level 4. He will be in a few seconds. And
But look
after
at that now. The enemy NM Nolan is also not level 4 and out of vision. And the red team knows that. They're not
we will
doing.
get. I think the Haya didn't use his ulti. That was a wise move. but
They're
we
doing
have-
for the
But we
Sicilian.
have the gang of the red team. I think Nolan will go for the Melissa, and the Melissa escapes with low HP. The Nolan is trying still to get one kill, but the Nolan is low. That was a good second skill from Tigreal. The Haya gets the first and maybe the second kill as well.
The Sicilian as well. Die. Is that a
That
Maniad?
was-
I can do easily Maniad.
No, he will recall. That was a bad fight over there. They should have retreated. Overextending does cost you, and the Haya is trying to either get the blue buff or the turtle. I think they will go for the turtle because the Nolan will take his red first, I believe.
I think it's an easy turtle for Team Blue. The Land of Fire.
Yes, but the Nolan hasn't used his retry, and
Yeah, they shouldn't
Okay.
contest this. Like, they're already behind. They don't want to increase the goal lead. No
Yes, look
Maniad
at that.
Hamza, sadly. That was a nice try, though.
Yes, that was a nice try. Look at that Akai trying to lower the blue buff's HP, but I think that will be in vain.
I think
He
he
can't
wanted to delay
counter,
that, delay the buff, the farming of that enemy. Hyper.
but but that resulted in the opposite scenario.
If
It,
that
he did
Vexana
go-
didn't miss his turn, that
Yep,
Beatrice would have been dead.
exactly. I think we will see another gank in the bot lane. That was a bad dash from Nolan. And the Nolan has been pinned by Akai. I think Nolan will dive from her again.
Kill.
And he dies.
You know that a try is marking that Nolan really hard.
Yes, Nolan
Uh,
is not having a good day as of now. And if you see in the top lane, both the fighters are just healing. The Ruby trying to get her minions.
Absolutely. Like, Rupi
And
can't do anything, right?
we have a fight in the bottom. I think we will have another kill over here.
Oh, High
Perhaps
doesn't have his stult, right? If you have his stult, that was an easy 2 kills right there.
not two, but maybe one.
Trial card, thank you for that comment, man. Here's a shout out, Prince AJ. Now, bro, do the tryouts. Don't be a lazy fuck.
Hamza saying Ruby can't win from the Dragon Man. Well, that's not true. If he gets good items, she can do a lot of things considering its dashes. We have another contest
Absolutely.
for the turtle. I think Nolan should contest this turtle. Then Ruby trying to come towards the
No, that
turtle. I think this will
Akai.
pay off.
Look at that zoning from Akai.
Look at that Tigreal's positioning though. This might be something that we can see
You
a
know that
contest over
they
here.
just gonna do a flicker ult. Ooh, but the red
Yes,
team.
but then oh, that is a good flicker ult. The guy has pinned down the players.
The wombo combo from the team family right there. 3 ultis on 2 player.
Yes, the Nolan escapes again without a kill that he was looking for. He got one kill, but he was looking for the second on Kai.
That
And the
Treadwell
bottom
is
lane will
really,
be pushed.
his state. He's really using his state very well.
Yes, but the team follow-up isn't there, Sunny.
They're
Because
lacking the damage. They don't have an early game. Like Nolan needs a power spike that beat Blitz and a Sicilian.
and we have a top lane fight. The dragon will use his ulti to get out of the team fight, I think. No, he comes back and clears the minion. And I think he will go back now. The Ruby is already on her way back.
And look at that positioning from that beat Blitz. The family is not taking any risk. They don't want to increase the toll difference. And Hayabusa trying to dang that Sicilian.
Look at that Vexana marking that mage, Mark the Great. Let's see how great Mark the Great is. We have Karakoram again being troubled by that Akai and Haya. Haya using his ult, but I think the minions will take away the damage. That's a good ult by Tigreal and a very good ult with Beatrix. 2 good ults from Beatrix, but it was of no use. They
I
lacked the
don't
damage
think
as
so.
Sunny pointed out.
The Beatrice might need one more item. And a snowballing from her would be insane right here.
I completely agree with you, Sunny. But look at the items over here. I think none of the team have a dominance right now, and one of the teams should build dominance, considering both Dragon and Ruby heal a lot, along with Beatrix and Melissa.
On the blue side, we have Land of Fire. And on the red side, we have the family. Rallyguard.
The third turtle has spawned. Do you think there will be a contest, or the blue team will take it again? The last setup was really good from Tigreal, Sunny.
Yeah,
was
they
just
just needed a little bit of.
not-
Oh, this Akai might be in trouble. The pops his
No,
ult.
it will be a nail in.
Oh. Call an ambulance, but not for me.
Yes,
And I think
exactly.
battery's dead.
This will be an easy turtle for the team blue. I think the team red should regroup, refocus, and try to get that farm up. Otherwise, there's no point in contesting.
Yeah, they will get two objectives right here. And Hamza, your right land of fire position is overall good. They have the goal lead, they got their power spike, they have that damage and that Atai, baiting the enemy again and again.
Look at that Haya trying to invade. I think the Haya will take the buff because
The
yes,
zoning
I
from
see.
Atai, man. I'm loving this tank.
The tank is really good actually, and he is giving vision as well as engaging in team fights and utilizing that Nolan, majorly marking the Nolan and pinning him down. That is what is causing the team red to not be able to get the early kills.
A single good ulti from Atai can change the whole game right here.
Same goes for Tigreal. The Tigreal
Tidwell,
has a
nah,
belt.
that Atai is making that Tidwell absolutely wasteful. Like, he got his moments, but I don't think so he can get those in the late game.
Haya will kill? No. Haya will kill. Haya will kill that Nolan again. That was a good pop in and pop out from Haya as well as the tanks. Look at that team fight. The coordination was extremely well done. That's how you get into and out of the turrets quickly.
That was some fast hand Hayabusa right there. You know, that man isn't kidding when he first spits Saya.
That Sicilian is dishing out damage. I think the Sicilian is building Holy Crystal as a second item. But look at the damage from Akai. That was a lot of damage.
A Rome Atai with that much damage. Oof.
Yes, I think the tank emblem is helping him out. Look at that Haya. That was a good catch by Ruby, but it was useless as of now. The blue buff is again going this time to Melissa. The Nolan is without the blue buff. I think except the first buff, he hasn't taken
The
his blue
loner
buff
might
again.
die also. Look at that
GG.
Melissa damage. How much gold does he have?
Over
8K.
8,000, Sunny. Yes, the overall team gold as is also the same. The 32k versus 25k. It's not much, but it's a lot for Team Red as of now.
Look at that Melissa damage. 1k critical per needle. She can 1v5 at this moment, I guess. If Tid doesn't
Yes,
ult her.
yes, she can 1v5 and look at that kills over on the top. 14 versus 3, and all out of those 3, 2 kills have been of Nolan and one of the marksman. But I think the mage needs to do something now. I think he would have over 100 stats perhaps, because I think you and I play and we get it 100 stats.
He should
within
have
like
around 120 right
45.
here.
Yeah,
120,
120,
150.
130. Yeah,
He still
that
needs a
depends on
couple of
how well.
100. Like, if you've got
Yeah,
300 stats, he's in a good place right now.
yeah.
Anyway, host, why solid? We have to do a rematch kind of stuff. The red team, the family lost their connection, I guess, and they fucked up their last pick.
This lot will be easily defeated, and that was a good damage from Sicilian.
And that Tidwell trying to
That
ult.
but he will be
That was a
taken down
nice
by
try,
the
Tidwell,
mage,
man. And
and
look
that
at that
team actually very
Hayabusa
bad.
damage.
That Haya has 34 stats, so yeah, that will affect a lot on his Sky Piercer. And Sunny,
I
do you know
think
that Rose Gold meter doesn't have a magic defense anymore? I played Marksman today and I was like, where did the magic defense go? And I forgot. The patch note did take it away.
was it the recent patch notes?
Yes,
Why?
yes.
Like, why did they remove that or something?
So
It
I think
wasn't
they
even
gave
broken.
something else. It wasn't, but I think the mages are having a hard time because of all that shield on
Mhm.
MMs as
Oh,
well as some hypers.
might be an indirect buff towards the mace.
I really don't think so, Sunny. Mages are still too weak, I believe. Especially considering that this is a fighter meta and
And
not
that
many mages
Phantom
are
man on
using fighter.
Hayabusa. We can really see why he picked the Hayabusa on the first pick. He was damn confident and it's showing us why.
Yes. Hamza in the chat saying that Akai plays OP. giving vision and engaging on time. Agreed totally. Finally, that Haya
Look
got
at
taken
that,
down.
man. The
That
caster
Melissa has
stress.
too much damage. That Melissa has too much damage now. They have to regroup. Look at that Yuzong going inside, taking that damage, and almost killing their
That's
Ruby.
a machine gun Melissa right there. Ching, 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 and you're dead.
Ching, ching, ching. And that was a good flicker, although I don't think it was needed at that moment.
It should be an easy lot for Team Land of Fire right here.
Yes, an easy lot perhaps, but don't forget that Nolan is going to try to steal it because this is the second lord and with a lot more HP and damage towards the base.
Oh, look at
Look
that.
at that. That mage itself could kill that Nolan if found one on one.
Nolan barely surviving. That gave the team, the Land of Fire, a chance to grab that lot. Stress free.
And the lord will be taken down. Sunny, I'd like to point out the Sicilian's build. Don't you think the second item should have been the butterfly lantern? He has gone for
Absolutely.
the most expensive item in the game,
You know, the
apart
Holy
from
Crystal only works, like, its full potential only comes when you have, like, couple of solid items. Need
exactly.
30% of your magic. And even it depends on your level, right? He's only level 12. He's not getting that 30%. And a 30% of 1,000 is a lot more than a 30% of a 500 or a 400 magic power.
Exactly. And same goes for Tigreal. Tigreal hasn't built any anti-heal, though Ruby has one anti-heal. I think the Sicilian should have built the anti-heal or the butterfly lantern as the second item.
Even dominance, man. You know they have a Melissa. You need to slow her down.
Yes, I think it is just a lack of understanding of how to build
Might be.
that
And they're
left
locking the base. They want to end this. 15
they
minutes.
have
They dragged
ended.
it on.
But I think Sunny that Melissa would have gotten a double kill if they just waited for a
Victory!
single second. And there we have it. This was a one-sided domination from the Land of Fire, 18 to 5, and the game ended in 14 minutes. That's a good way to go. The Haya with 19% damage, the Mage coming in with the 26% damage. That's a very good sign. On the red team side, I think 27% is the highest from Sicilian, but that is a measly 24,000. Compare that to the Akai having 25k.
You know, a 15-minute game and a 25k damage in your team. Yes. That's
That
just
is
not
something.
good. That's even on
I
a
think
Sicilian.
I think the Sicilian had the wrong emblem, I guess. I am not sure. I think he had the wrong emblem over there. I think it had temporal something. With that, let's hop on to the next game. We'll get back to you in 5 minutes.
Hello everyone, what's up? We are in the Victory Arena Season 2 and the game will be played between Starboy Empires and Umarok. I'll be your caster today. My name is Avi. With me, I'll have my co-caster Sunny out there. So Sunny, how are you, bro?
I'm fine, Avi. As I told you yesterday, it's a bit chilly here. Like I'm shivering right now in my room.
Certainly, certainly. And we are into the drafting phase and in few minutes we'll be back in the land of dawn. So Sunny, how was the previous game? Like, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was a lot good, right? The team picks was there. I had high
Who said
hopes
there are no
for Team
shortcuts in
Family
life?
because they
I've
have the
never
same profile
invented
picture.
one.
But yeah, they still played good. And the chat here is saying the butcher Avi, the butcher of names. Is it true, Avi?
I hope so. Like, I did not butcher any names as of now, but I cannot commit anything in future right now.
Butterfly is born
Your
by thy
team
wish,
is banning.
guided by thy
So,
Supporters
will.
on
a
the draft.
Zuxian ban coming out there. So this is pretty interesting. Chip has got the a new update, and I think it's pretty. It can be pretty annoying after that new patch
Fight!
that Chip
Fight
got.
for the
Your
ultimate
team is
answer.
banning.
And a Hilda ban as well. We all know Hilda is annoying as fuck.
Sand rises when I give the
Your
word.
team
Hilda
is
can be
banning.
very annoying, Sunny. Like I remembered, I played last night few games and I got an annoying Hilda, and actually she was after my ass no matter what.
Experience the
Your
euphony of
team is
suffering.
I
banning.
wish a Hilda chased me in a real life. Full support. We have a, Umbrut supporters right here in the chat. Like,
For
where is this
sure.
team from? I guess probably from the northeast, right?
Yeah,
Assam or
this name
Nagaland.
actually represent Northeast out there.
Sir, what's your command?
Your team is picking.
And actually the name is very tricky out there for the Umavak.
And it kind of reminds me of the, that Egyptian god and goddesses.
Among the plains
Your
exists
We are
team
a
is
seeing
holy
an
picking.
one,
uncertain
which I
pick
was
out
made
there.
for.
The
Only
Eve
love and
and
night are everlasting.
Sicilian can be a good option out there, like in front of Eve, because both the mages are long range. They have that long range ability, so we'll have a good competition in the mid lane, Sunny.
Absolutely, Avi. And that Eve is a soft counter to the Sicilian. Like, she's really annoying with that first skill spamming.
Your team
Like, she
is
actually
picking.
outranges, I guess, Sicilian.
Eve actually has that long range ability, and after all, I think she is invincible at times because in order to reach there, you need to get the frontliners out of the way.
And look at that drafting for Team Blue.
The immortal one chose
Like, they
me to
know
vanquish the
their
Your
picks,
team
they
is
shadows
know
that
their
picking.
drafting.
plague this world.
A Hylos just to counter that Gato and a Soyo. Soyo was, I think, the number one hyper this M6, right?
Yes, actually, like I have seen many Suyu games, and actually, Suyu can be very good pick out here. Like you have, in order to catch
True
Sicilian,
love
you need someone,
is
and
like
Your
there
team
blood.
it
is
is. The
banning.
we are going to see the couple out there.
I love a Sicilian and a Tranmilla combo. Oof.
It
The
gives a lot of composition to the game. Like on top of that, when you have Gato in the team as well, Gato can be very dangerous. Upon with that Aegis, I'm sorry, the Vengeance out there, the spell.
the combo of Tranmilla and the Gato itself. Like the simple Purify, I guess. The mage should play on Purify, right? She
I am
got
not
that
the
speed
only one
from her
Your
first
bound by
kill.
team
these
is banning.
chains.
And actually, Eve does not have any kind of dashes. So this can be a disadvantage. At the same time, it can also lead to an advantage if you cast your skills and
Time to
outplay
drop
the
the
enemy
beat of the
Your
flesh.
team
throughout
is
the map.
banning.
And a
Thorns remain.
Lancelot ban?
Your
Is that a
team is
respect ban?
banning.
Like, did they start the enemies or something?
If you ask me personally, like Lancelot has got a good amount of damage increase now. Like I was playing yesterday and I found
Your
out
team is
pretty
picking.
good. Like the experience was really well. I found out that I'm getting a little bit of damage superior out there. Like I'm feeling that I'm little bit burst out and I can actually melt down tanky heroes as well. So I think that Lancelot was a good ban out there with this combo that they are going.
I see. We like they only buff their second still, right?
Yeah, that second skill of Lancelot was buff, and it gets a huge advantage. Like if you cast the second skill properly, it's actually melting down even the tanky heroes.
Yeah, tea or coffee. Which or hyper they will pick? They should go for a Beatrice right here.
I don't know what they are going to pick, but after
I
seeing that
am
name,
more
I am
than
Your
a
actually
team
weapon.
is picking.
craving for a tea out there.
Actually, in this tournament, we haven't seen a single Julian win a match. Like, is this gonna be
Yeah,
the one?
there was a Julian match, but unfortunately, it didn't end up on a winning side.
Wait, what?
We got a Julian pick like in the early days. I think it was day 2 or 3,
Exorcist of the
but
dragon spirit
unfortunately,
here.
Julian was not on the winning side.
Yeah, absolutely. Every single time. I really want the Julian to win, and I think this game they have the combo right here.
They got pretty good combo, but I think so. Either they are on a
Your
magical
team is
side, like they
picking.
got Sicilian, they got Carmilla. Julian will be magical
They
as
just
well
need a
as
Nathan
Arto.
right here. Just go
Yeah,
full damage, man. A
and
magic damage.
I'm also expecting a Bruno pick, like in front of Claude, and in order to counter Claude, Bruno can be a very good pick, and we
Buff
cannot
carry.
forget the carry. How can I forget the carry out there? Like it has got a huge buff on her ulti. Like what update if I tell you it after using your ultimate, its speed will its basic damage increases.
I've been waiting for too long.
That carry will really, hurt that Hylos in the late game. She's gonna melt
Uh,
that Hylos in like only 2 seconds, I guess, in a full build, right?
yeah, if you I don't know what kind of build will this carry build, but there are two kind of carry users now. Either they are going on a tankier side, they're getting the thunder build as the first item, or there are users who are going full damage build. So I think so in this game the tanky carry can work out there because you got heroes like Hylos and Yuzong. So it is important to sustain as well as get into team fights.
Absolutely, Avi. And let's just see if that Sicilian can dish out the damage that we are expecting.
What I can see is Claude is on Purify. So I think a pretty decent spell. Like he can actually enter into team fights, get that Purify on before anyone ultimates on him.
It will be pretty hard for the team Umbruk.
So in
I think
few
Wizard,
seconds,
Wizard bro, your mic is on. Shut off your mic, Wizard. Again, somebody taking off.
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
Just ping Wizard. Somebody
5
got.
seconds till
Sorry for
the
that,
enemy
guys.
reaches the battlefield.
and we
Smash
are
them!
into the land of Don Sunny. We
All
are going
troops
to see
deployed!
some amount of bloods coming out, spreading all over the map.
Both the teams, they want to dance that lane as fast as possible.
Because what I can see is like only the squishiness will be in Claude and Eve out there. So mid lane and gold lane will be targeted by Julian in the early stage.
And we have a early pressure on that Lord. I'm loving the damage from Terry. Like, oof, the Eve damage though.
Yeah, it actually got half of the HP. But I think so this carry is going for full damage build. So I just want to see that how she will be able to execute her skills. Are we going to see first blood? For sure, Juden is in no mood to make any mistake. Same follow-up coming up from the Claude side. And Carry got the kill of Suyu. And so both the hypers are down in the very first minute of the game.
That was a fabulous team fight, but I don't think so. They have to go so deep in the penalty zone of Team Umrut. Like,
For sure, and
why?
I think so. They are going with the ability of the high-low skill. Like high-lows in the early game can be very lethal, along with the second skill that he cast up.
Yeah. And Claude really got that kill. It's gonna help him.
Yeah, for sure, it will help him. And both the actually got 1-1 kills each. So a pretty good start for the gate gold laners for both the team. And in the bottom side, there'll be a contest between Yuzong and Gato. And if I tell you personally, Gato has an advantage because after the update which Gato got a few months before, it is very disturbing for Yuzong to contest out there.
Absolutely. And look at that dragon, man. That was a nice ult. And that Gato jump. Bro. But Carmela wasn't level 4, I guess, right there. Carmela
That
didn't ult,
AOG
right?
landed at the right spot. Like he jumped at the very right moment when it was the victory time.
That Carmela should have ulted there. That couple of second lates, she wasn't level 4. And it should be a perfect team fight for Team Umrut.
I think so for Team Umro it will be pretty advantage because you got two CCs out there. Like you'll have the Gato alt, you'll have the Carmilla alt, and on top of that, if the alt matches at the very same time, I think so the wiped out will be possible very soon.
Absolutely. And look at that Lord safely farming. He knows a dank is coming. And type she already predicted it.
As a user, you must have predictions throughout the map. Like you must be aware. Are we going to see a kill on Cavi?
Ooh,
For sure,
that
Cavi has been
carry.
taken down. It was a good initiate from Type Shi actually. Like he was aware that his team has got a good follow up. You got Suyu in your side, you got Hylos. So a pretty good initiate, I guess.
I think this Carmel is in danger. That should be a kill. Ooh, and she got one. Escaping in a 1 HP. Will show you. Ooh, that
That
Gato
was
jump.
a good aim coming up from Suyu out there. And just look at that second skill from Sicilian. He's actually gathering. He is in no mood. He wants to sustain a kill out there. But unfortunately, are we going to see a kill out? That was a good escape coming out from Suyu. Really, very impressing. Like, that was a good gameplay from
The
Suyu. Like,
combos and the backup from Team Umbrot is on point. Like the Gato jump.
as the game goes towards the late side, we will be seeing good combos out there, Sunny, because the red team is in no mood to give any chance to the blue side. The glorious pathway landing or to see a turtle fight. For
And
sure, this turtle has been taken down by Suyu. So a pretty good contest. Claude has taken out Sicilian and he is in no mood to spare anyone. Are we going to see a kill on Gato as well? Claude has got that damage. He is actually melting down from the.
Claude is just
I'm sur-
farming like crazy, man. Just look at his
I
gold.
am surprised. Like he has got. Okay, so he is going with the corrosion as the first item. So a pretty good start for a user out there, especially when a hero like Claude is getting feeded. It will be very disturbing.
Yeah, he pushed a tower as well. And even he can even kill that Carmela if he wants to. But he knows the backup's gonna be there.
Cavi has switched the lane, so I'm not sure that whether Cavi was finding it difficult to contest with Claude or what.
She might be scared like a gun. They don't know where Soyo was. Probably she was waiting for that.
This Cavi is going for the full damage, so I'll be pretty excited to see that how she will be able to sustain all the CCs and damage. Because if you are going with this full damage build, you cannot expect any kind of sustainability from Cavi side. And Cavi is that hero who, in late game, he will be one of those heroes who will be completely dependent on the red side.
Killing spree.
Just look at that follow up coming up from Claude, and he is actually melting down the heroes out there. He got that collision, and he is making. Are we? Can we see a gang on Gato as well? Are we going? He's looking for an opening. Okay, that one more jump could have actually taken away Claude's life as well.
You know that the Claude type, she is gonna be the one that's carrying the game. I'm just loving his playstyle right here.
For sure, a Claude user, and especially when he is using so well, so good to watch out.
Oh, he might have already has a second item as well. Yeah, just look at that gold.
Yes,
5k gold.
he got the golden staff as well. Like, so you got
Demon
the
Hunter here.
you got the yeah, for sure he'll go for DHS. In fact, the amount of damage and that he's creating without the DHS right now, so he can also go for a defensive item such as rose gold in order to sustain the lane out there.
Absolutely, Avi. Man, it's looking good for the team blue.
Yeah,
Like the
till now
Umbra
the
is
West.
looking in a tight spot right now. Like Carmela is in, using its ult to its maximum potential. Only getting two of them. And even after that, they're running away.
So I must say that the next team, that is Titanfall versus Mara Esports. So please get ready. Make your people uh, gathered at the right place, because after the game straight away we'll start with the next game. So Titanfall and Mara Esports, please get your players ready. Since the game will not last very long as the way they are playing, so I request to kindly arrange your players and get back as soon as possible.
And that
So
was a
getting back to the
tremendous,
game,
did you see that team fight?
I
It was
missed
on
the
point.
fight, but just see that Claude actually got the DHS. Like, I'm still not able to digest that. How was Claude not ganked in the early stage when you have Julian in the opponent?
That purified really, scared the team Umbro, I guess. They didn't want to dant a purified Claude, I guess. Well, that,
Claude is actually on a lead of 3 to 4k gold. So
like,
this 3 to 4k, and especially on a hero like Claude, like this is not a good sign for the red team.
yeah, and if you look at the gold, they're already 7k behind. And
We
then
are in
I
the
think,
ninth
they
season,
didn't
and
give kills.
yes,
They mainly
that's
gave the
what I think.
objectives,
So that
right?
is one of the reasons that they are winning the team fight. They are zoning out at the right moment, and I think so that it was easy for them to gang out at Claude in the early stage, because one purify cannot win you the whole game. I have not seen any gang coming at Claude at that level.
Even the Claude was playing very safe. He had his TP behind the bush. You know, he knew the Dan was there.
So that playing safe will now result, and I think so he will punish every single player out there.
Yeah. I think he had a 9k goal, right? Yeah, nearly there. And I
Uh,
think he's making a freeze. He want to freeze ult on the enemy face.
if that freeze and the old alt combos landed on the right space, Sunny, so there will be a wiped out actually.
Sicilian damage, man. What items revealed? He only on a single item and he took out the half HP of Lord. The symbol combo. Again, man, look at the damage. And that's a good connect. We need a Jato right here. An awesome jump from Jato. I think this is a team fight. The team Umra is looking for. They're still lacking a little bit of damage. And the Claude popping his ult. Claude is finally shut down. This was a team
Finally,
fight. Look at that Sayo, man. Is that a maniac? Just go for it, bro.
that was outplayed actually.
And that
Oh,
Julian
whoa, whoa, whoa,
disrespecting.
whoa, whoa,
Uh,
whoa!
bro,
Like, you
that
cannot
emote.
miss
Look at
that
that
one.
emote.
That was a
Oh,
good outplay from both the hypers actually. Like, even Suyu, I did not expect that it can get back and secure those two kills. And at the same time, Julian knew that Suyu will be greedy out there, so he was sure that and save his second skill.
I think the Sicilian miss is still right there. Like, he could have killed that Soyu, but he missed that still. and it got out of control from there. A triple kill within 3 seconds.
I think good skill coming out from Suju. We can put in that manner, Sunny.
Absolutely, he got. It might have been a calculated move as well. Like he dodged the Sicilian bull.
Yeah, actually, like as soon as that Sicilian boasted his first kill, Suyu went inside those, and actually they were standing at the right place at a very low HP. So I think that
Yeah,
was one of the reason out there. The
but a
second
team
Lord will
fight.
be respawning. The second Lord will be respawning in 30 seconds. How important is this Lord for the red side, Sunny?
I think whichever team stood this Lord might win this game. Like as the last team fight, we know the team Umrut isn't lacking in the drafting. They're surely lacking in the gold.
One more thing, if you ask me, what I'm noticing this game, just look at that turret defense. Like the blue side has not given away
Six,
any
yeah,
turret.
that's a 1K gold differently there.
Yeah, for sure. And this turret defense will actually save few team fights for the blue side. Even though if they lose the team fight, that turret will actually save them at times.
And the team Umrut given away that Lord. They're confident that they're going to save them.
And actually a pretty good choice. Like you have Sicilian in your side, you got Julian, you got Cavi who can actually melt down. And you
I
got
think,
frontliners.
yeah, Avi. I think they're betting
So
on that Carmilla and Gato combo. Like a good connect, like we saw in the last team fight, and
yeah.
surely change the game.
And how is Cavi going to position right now? I want to see that. Like it's important because it's time now that Cavi should initiate up, Sicilian should initiate up, and they are waiting for a perfect opening. One good combo, and I think it could get them the game.
That Carmilla trying to, she's making the space for that ult. You just know. She popped it quite early right there.
The AOG, I'm waiting for the AOG. Just look at
And
that
that
AOG.
Gato.
This was the initiate that I was talking about. But is it going in the right
That
way?
freeze. That Lord freeze saved him right there. That might have won them the game.
Gato can be taken down at the. He is very low. One good hit. He needs that.
Spree.
There was no follow up from Sicilian. It will be very interesting to see that how Sicilian and Carey takes the initiate from here because the game is completely dependent on them. Julian's time is almost finished. It's time for the MM and the mage to show up now.
Absolutely, and I think that Sicilian got his spell right. Yeah, 3 items. You just need that magic penetration, and it should be good.
I think he's building the divine clave. What do you
Divine
think?
Lave, yeah. He's on the
Yeah.
right path for that. He still lacks the gold.
What I can see is Gato is on the tankier side. He has got that Thunderbolt. So two Thunderbolt in the favor of the red side. So I think so those stacks will actually hurt because they got as their first item. You need someone to hold that Claude, Sunny, because Claude is actually playing very smartly.
This might be the longest match in this tournament. And that I think this is a bad team fight. Why are they fighting?
And Claude has been taken down. I think this was the fight that the website was waiting for the that carry damage. My god. Like his ult is actually saying up.
We
And
have
I
30
think so
seconds on the clock, but not a single
this can
minion
be a
wave.
key out for the red side. There will be no contest. And this was the moment that they were waiting for. And they actually initiated, executed all the ults at the right place and Carrie doing up the work for what she's known for.
Is this the comeback of the century right here?
For sure, Sunny, because this will give a lot of
Look at that
confidence to
carry
them.
attack
Just look
speed.
at that carry.
And they're finally gonna
This was
get
the
their
thing I was
first
talking
tower.
about.
Avi.
Yeah. So we are seeing the first taken down from the website in the 16 minute. This is pretty interesting. Now, what should be the approach, Sunny? Like, what Lord is coming out from the mid lane. Which approach should blue team side should go? Because for a long range, if you ask me, they already got Eve out there.
They need to catch damage dealers. That's so you need to attack that MM and that Sicilian.
I'm
And
not
the
sure that
melt,
how.
man. They just melted the Lord, a 15-minute Lord, that easily. The positioning for Team Umbrot was really bad right there.
I think they should have initiated because you got heroes like Gato, Carmilla. You should have actually forced a little bit, even though you don't want to engage into any kind of team fights. But a good initiation should be out there,
Yeah,
especially
even that,
that shows that
hmm
the enemy should get a message that no, at any moment of time they can initiate.
that Carmilla shouldn't be afraid right now. That Sicilian can really pull her away.
Yeah, that just actually Hylos got melted like anything.
I just saw that. That was so funny. Like, he didn't have any chance right there.
I think it was first kill of Sicilian and alt coming up from Kevi and Hylos was done. This was like how
And
easily
look
they
at the
melted the
goal
hand.
difference. The Team Umbrot is in lead right now.
Yeah, they actually
Like a
cope up with the gold. And not
4K
only
goal
with the
lead.
gold, they cope
And
up
the
with the
towers.
damage, they cope up. Yeah, the score also, Sunny, it's 19-18. Like, you're not very far away.
I think the Team Umbrot might have done it. Like, they won
Yeah,
this.
it's very important. Like, when you got heroes like Sicilian Cavi, and if they have a strong hands on their heroes, you have already won that game. Because from here, it will be very difficult for the blue side to make a comeback. There are no frontliners apart from Hylos. And they are melting Hylos as if he's just a bunch of packet out there.
Absolutely, Avi. And that Dragon and Soyo needs to take out the damage dealers if you want to win. They need a good tank. They don't want a team fight. I
How
think
is it
Claude should
possible?
split push.
I'm still waiting.
Like,
Like
Claude
because
can.
Cavi is playing insanely.
Yeah.
She is melting down now. So what should be the approach? How is Yuzong? Because in the air only Yuzong is getting 1 HP. Like he is surviving barely on 1 HP. So maybe firstly you need to get towards the Cavi and the Sicilian.
A
And
19-minute Lord. Oof.
yeah, this will be a game decider for me. Like if you ask me personally, this is the game decider lot. And I think so we can see a contest as well.
I think they're gonna give that Lord away. And that Hylos wasting his ult.
At the same time, Yuzong too. Like I don't think so that
Is the blue
all
team
was
actually C9? Are they gonna choke? Bro, don't choke.
I think so. This we are done with this game actually. Like if they forced a little bit, I'm not seeing any follow up coming from the red side. Like are they waiting for opening or what? This Lord is also.
Bro,
I think
two
that was a very
ults
bad
wasted right
ult.
there.
It was a bad AOG. I think they wasted a few seconds out there. Like they should have
This
gathered
game is
together.
fucking
The
insane,
Lord.
man. Look how they melted the Lord. They did the same mistake. They didn't have any follow-up with Lord. Like the Charmilla came, but it was too late. The Lord was already dead.
Even the lane management, like there was no lane management. The waves were coming a little bit slower. The Lord was fast. And look at that damage of
The
Sicilian.
team Umbrot might be lacking a little bit on their basics. The Mato inside.
Yeah.
And the Charmilla is down. They don't have a front line right now.
And Carmilla has been taken down. Are we going to see a comeback coming from the blue side out there? For sure, Sicilian is down. Unstoppable for Kevi. Shut down by Suyu. That is a good trade coming for the red side as well as for the blue side. So it's 2-on-2 as of
Julian
now.
might try to end.
Yeah, he can.
And it's an
actually.
attack speed Julian, I guess, right? An attack speed Julian, he can melt that base. And the
He can
Soyo to
actually
be
melt
mad.
down the field as well if he wish to. He's in no mood to contest as of now. Tea or coffee? Maybe I think you should go for Yuzong or Suyu instead of tea or coffee.
I would prefer a trophy in this cold weather.
Sure, we will be needing a coffee if the game goes like this only.
25-minute game. Why it's a 23-minute game? This slot would be a defending one.
I think so.
This slot should push. Just push the top
Yeah.
lane. You have a purifier. Nobody can kill you right now.
Now, even if you see the map, like they got all the turrets only apart from the mid lane turret. So this lord will be a deciding one, I guess. This will be, and I would say that the website lagged a bit with the both the lord like the initiates. Just look at that Yuzong landing up. Oh my god, are we going to see the AOG double kill for Shuyu, shutdown for Shuyu as well. Kevi marching
Well,
up.
look at the base. The super minions are at the base. Is this the end? Are the minions the real
Oh, we
MVP?
are seeing the maniac, and I think so. We are so done with this game. The minions will be there enough. This is the funniest thing that I can always say. Like at times you cannot win the game by your side. Your minions are uh, enough to get you the game.
The minions, the real MVP of the game. The best pusher.
Actually, Sunny, like that was, and at times it even goes against our rules. Like how many times have you seen the minions finishing up the game?
Absolutely, Avi. I think this is the first time.
Yeah, and a very interesting game. Like both the teams were super good. We saw and we witnessed a 22 minutes game. So that was pretty uh interesting. At the same time, it was very pleasant to see the comeback coming from the west side, from the Uma Rock, and I'm pretty sure that their name actually rocked.
And I think with that, we'll take a break, a short break of 5 minutes, and we'll be back.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to our lives. We are on the day 5 of the Victory Arena Season 2, and this is the third game between Mara Esports and Titanfall on the red side. So I think we are about to be ready. With me is Avi, my co-caster, and I am Ifrit.
Hi, Fred.
So,
How are you?
Avi, I took a short break and I'm back. I'm revitalized, and it was about time that we gave Sunny some time to rest.
For sure, that was pretty needed actually. And just like your energy booster, we are going to see another yet energy boosting game out there between Mara Esports and Titanfall.
Yes, Avi. And the last game was so good, and
Experience
it
the
was
Your
youthful
actually
team
the
is
suffering.
banning.
longest game of a tournament. The previous match was the Yama Esports one, where they were just toying with the prey. You know, they were taunting the team Tikul gang. So now we have a Granger ban. What do you think the red team will ban? And
Your
apparently it's
team
Layla.
is banning.
I'm surprised that they are going with the Layla ban. At the same time, I'm even surprised from the Mara Esports, like banning Granger right now, because you got many heroes
Time to
who are
drop
buffed.
the beat of
So
Your
rather than
team
going
is
for them,
banning.
they chose Granger that they ban it. So pretty uncertain ban from both the team as of now.
I don't think it's uncertain from blue team side. I guess none of them play Granger. But on the red team side, I think Layla was not supposed to be banned considering that Malefic gun got a nerf and
Yeah,
the damage has been reduced. As well as, don't forget, the fighter meta is back. So Layla getting banned is kind of, it can go either way.
are we going to see a carry pick yet
butterflies
again?
born
Your
by thy
team
wish,
is
I'm not
Are
banning.
we
sure.
guided by
considering
Lancelot's
that you are a
light?
global carry yourself? I do not want to see
The
a carry
Immortal One
again.
chose me to
Your
vanquish the
team is
shadows
banning.
that plague this world.
Thanks for the
And
compliment. Yes. But I am pretty excited to see Carry being played. Like yesterday, not yesterday, just before this game, we saw a Carry gameplay coming out. So that was that Carry secured a maniac in the last moment of fights. So
yes,
I am
that was a
excited to
good
see that.
comeback. That was a very good comeback
Yeah,
from the carry and the red
that was
team.
actually the first comeback of our
Come
tournament.
on, Dexter.
Mm.
It's our
Your
showtime.
team is picking.
I think the YouTube is bugging out because I can see there are many people chatting in the
Only
chat,
love
but there are
and
not very
light
Your team
are
much
is
viewers.
banning.
everlasting.
So I request all the viewers out there to kindly hit the like and subscribe button. I hope you're enjoying the gameplay. Do support your favorite team. Do support your favorite players and characters as well. And if it, we are seeing the Sicilian pick yet again, I think so. Sicilian pick has been pretty much like it got a good percentage of pick in this
Let
tournament.
them play the hero.
Yes, and we again
I will
see a
be the
Yuzong
truth
pick.
this
So I
world
guess the last
desperately
Yuzong,
needs.
this Yuzong is like the last Yuzong wasn't good. Let me show how it's being played. And we have a Harith pick. Considering the buff, it's a very good pick. But don't forget that Sicilian can also dish out damage, though the Harith can close the distance very quickly due to his dashing ability as well as the slow from his ult.
Magic is
Personally,
my
I what
life.
I felt I
Your
played
team
Havoc
is
today morning,
picking.
and what I felt was it is super powerful. It got the sustainability, the mobility, and I played as a hyper actually. Sunny was with me, so I think so. Havoc is now getting that opportunity that he can be played both, not actually both as all the lanes. Like he can switch to hyper, he
Let's
can
hear
switch
from the
to mid
crowd.
lane, he can also
Your
get as
team
a
Symbolize
is
for
gold
picking.
laner out there.
yours
Completely agreed with you, Avi. And I think that Harith with Purify is also good considering it will um, escape that Tigreal's ult. And that CC has also been buffed. So the blue team has both the CC, the mage, as well as the fighter. And do we think that the red team will go for the Kufra over here, Avi?
Kufra or
Welcome
Akai
to the
maybe for
land
sure
of
Your
Akai here.
team
dawn.
And
is
I think that's a
banning.
pretty good pick Akai because you need to have a counter for Tigreal.
I agree with you, Avi. I completely agree with you.
Hayabusa.
And that higher
Thunder.
ban
Your
comes
team is
from the
banning.
red team side. What do you think the blue team will ban? Is it going to be the Ling or the Fanny or some new meta that is the Argus, Sun, perhaps a Badang? You never know.
Are you forgetting a great assassin, Ifrit, who has recently got buffed?
I don't remember. Please do remind me.
It's the
Gaze
Lancelot out
upon
there.
the
Your
edge
team
of the
Oh
is
my
void.
god.
banning.
That Lancelot buff is insane. Playing as a mage, it's a nightmare.
For sure. And actually, the lens got a very good amount of damage now after the new update. So I'm waiting for a lens pick out there, like if possible,
I
because
am the
we haven't seen
moonlight
a
that
Your
single
team
plays through
is
the
Lancelot pick
banning.
darkness.
this game, in this tournament, I guess.
I think we did see a Lance gameplay, but I'm not sure about it. And from the red team side, we have the Mia ban. As from the blue team
Time
side, we
and
have
tide wait
Beatrix
for
and
no
Your
Nolan
one.
being
team is
banned.
Ignore,
picking.
And
girl.
If
Beatrix is a pretty heavy MM. Don't forget, she has four different skills at her ulti, which can change the game a
Pain
lot.
is the proof that
Your
I'm
team
still
is picking.
alive.
Okay, Hamza, I am reading your chats. Unfortunately, I have to also look at the gameplay. So, what did you write over there? Avi, I like to play Harith as a spectator. He gives so much emotional damage. Oh my god. Agreed, agreed, agreed. And we should not forget a year or two ago, it was Harith meta, and he was completely destroying the enemy teams. I think it was a meta because one of the esports team did win. I think it was EVOS, and I
yeah,
think they have the skin as well.
yeah, and I
Bro,
remember
stop
way back.
butchering my name. It's
Uh,
Hamza, it's Hamasa. I'm really sorry. I apologize. I just read the HAM and the last A, and
Your
my brain
team is picking.
automatically fill in the blank because I know many Hamzas. I'm really sorry, and it won't happen again.
we are seeing the Nathan pick out there, Ifrit, and as well as the Alpha. So how is Alpha and Nathan going to create troubles for Brody out there? Like how they are going
A
to
dead
execute? I'm pretty
patient is a
sure
good
that they
patient.
are well aware about the meta and a pretty decent pick coming up. Like in order to match Alpha, you have the Roger there.
Yes, but Roger has fell out of the meta pretty hard. Don't forget the buffs he had few months ago, perhaps a year ago. So I don't know what the red team is thinking. Coming back to the chat, uh, I heard the casters here butcher names. Now I have witnessed. I am again sorry. That's Avish's specialty, not mine. Rishabh coming in with the comment. Butcher's effect is running off, rubbing off Ifrit. I am really sorry.
Ifrit
Hamasa,
in
it was my mistake this game, but we will continue.
We are going into the land of dawn yet again. The game is between Mara Esports versus the Titanfall, and I am pretty sure
Welcome
that,
to Mobile
like the
Legends!
likewise the other game, this game also we are
5 seconds
getting
till
a
the
lot
enemy
of
reaches the
content out
battlefield.
there. We are going to
Smash
get a
them!
lot of CCs, lot of
Troops deployed!
damage busters out there. So pretty sure to stay tuned and get the live update out there.
Yes, away, and I see a comment by Lord Prey saying Nathan Inspire. Did we miss that? Yes, Nathan is with Inspire, but considering that the enemy doesn't have that much CC except Yuzong and perhaps Sakai, I think he can be fine, but that totally depends on how he plays.
This was the good thing that you mentioned. If it generally what I hear from people, it's they blame the hero out there, but out here it also depends that how fascinating you are using your
First
skills. So we
blood!
can see the first blood coming out on the alpha side, so a pretty good start for alpha.
Yes, and I think the Yuzong is dominating CCO in the bot lane, the EXP lane, and we will see another kill by Roger. The Nathan was in bad position, and the second skill from Akai did the trick.
I think so. They are going for the gang on Yuzong out there, and it's pretty important. Like you need to have a good control over the map. You because the turtle will be responding from the bot side only, so it will be a very crucial role for Yuzong out there. Once he get level 4, he can intervene into the fights out there.
But Avi, I think the mage was wrong over here. The Sicilian should have gotten the mid lane, and we see a team fight. See, and it is paying off for the red team because of the lack of awareness from the blue
That
team side.
that Roger, if it is actually he actually secured the triple kill just few minutes before. You were saying that it is out of meta, but looking at this Roger, I don't think so. Any hero is out of meta. He is actually on top right now.
Yes, I completely agree with you. And the Roger took the turtle pretty easily. That Alpha using his ult, but I believe that Roger or Harith will be able to get the kill if they overextend. No, the Sicilian gets the kill. That was a good follow up from Sicilian. The Roger taking his blue buff, whereas the Yuzong trying to get into the mid lane, but that was a wasteful ult over there.
He was actually late by a pretty of seconds out there. So never mind, it's okay. Sometimes you use your alt just to escape or make the opponents give a message that no matter what, if I get an opportunity, I will be on top of you.
Amasa saying the husky is eating everything. Let's go, Roger. I agree that husky is pretty darn good.
Habit coming into the fight. I think so. Habit can make a initiate out there. He got that sustainability, he got that damage, and that's what we are seeing. Habit will be a very crucial will here because you got Roger out there who can actually melt down the. Just look at that alt landing up from Akai at the very right time. When as soon as he saw Tigreal alting up, he actually used his ultimate in order to push that Tigreal.
Completely agree with you, Avi. Let's go to the chat. Jesus Christ is saying the Titan fall will fall in the late game. Okay, 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 Jesus Christ. Are you doing some Nostradamus prediction over here? With that, I would also like to remind everyone the next match is going to be between Jackson Roses and versus Team Mavericks. So tune into that game as well. And right now, the bottom lane is being ganged by three members of the red team. The CC is alone, but I think they will retreat back to their blue buff to secure some kills.
The second turtle is up if it, and I think so. There is going to be a contest between Alpha and Roger. I think so. Titanfall is in pretty good position as of now because of that Akai, and Tigreal is actually looking for an opening because Akai is in no mood. He actually got out of position right now, but just look at that Akai ult. That was a good skill coming from Alpha as well. Like he was in no mood to give this turtle in any manner. We can also see a kill out there for the Mara esports.
That's a good team fight, and that's what we are looking for in this tournament. See that Nathan in the bush, but that Brody tries to get away, and I think he will get away safely.
We
Maybe
are
not.
forgetting. I think we are going to see a gang on Shorty now. It's needed. It is needed, and I think so he'll be shut down out there for sure. That was a good follow up from Cecilian and Nathan at the same time.
The blue team is doing its homework and trying to reduce that gold gap. As we see right now, it's barely 1.5k in the favor of red team, and the kills are also in favor of the red teams with 7 to 4.
That 1k won't hurt much if you are able to secure the win out here. And I'm pretty sure that how Brody is going to execute this game. Like it will be very difficult for him. On top of that, because when you got Nathan and Sicilian, it will be difficult to make a good position out there for the Brody.
I agree with you. Plus, don't forget that they have Akai, so Akai can, alter the position of the team and make Brody skills miss. So they have to be very careful with their ults. I think it will be a gank in the mid lane.
So we have two purifiers from the Titanfall side, like both MM and Mage, the all landing up. and I think so. Tigreal can make an initiate out there. He'll be looking for an opening. We can see the flicker or at any particular moment.
Yes, and the turtle is spawning in 13 seconds with both the hypers having the retry, but that's a very bad move, I think, from the alpha deciding to go in with his ult. I think he will fall over here if not careful. That was a good damage from Sicilian, but the Akai escapes with very little HP over there.
In the top lane, like in the gold lane, I am seeing that Nathan is being hazardous at top of Brody out there. Like he is winning every single one-on-one competition with Brody.
I agree with you, and that was a good victory from Roger. And see that damage from that mage.
Both the Havith and Roger damage is actually casting down and melting down the opponents.
Yes, but don't forget that I think that mage stopped hitting it so that Roger can take that kill. So that was a very good fight. That was a very bad ulti from Tigreal.
I don't know about the all, but the way Akai executed that all, he was pretty sure that Nathan could escape from his ult. So from the very first moment he entered the turret, he used his ult.
Yes, I agree with you. I think it wasn't the Tigreal who ulted badly. It was the Akai who pushed Tigreal away, and due to that delay of the skill, Tigreal had to use that ult. I'm guessing that's what
Certainly,
happened.
for sure, if it, and I'm sure that we are entering in the ninth minute of the game, and the Lord will be respawned in a couple of minutes. So this Lord will be a very crucial one because the game has become so fast. MLBB has become so fast that any game is hardly touching 15 to 16 minutes out there. Like we are getting the outcome and the results in the 11th or 12th minute only. So this lot, the first lot is very important for
We
both
have
the
that concealed popped in from the Tigreal. That was a bad choice, I think. So apart from that, Avi, I will also like to point out in terms of turrets, the red team is ahead over here, as well as the goal difference isn't much as of now. They can um, come back from the goal difference, the blue team.
I remember the last game there was also a goal difference, but that team executed the game very well. I think so. The Mara Esports is also expecting that comeback, and I am pretty sure that if they keep their positioning well, that can be an easy comeback for them as well.
I agree with you. Look at that Arkai, and look at that Harith going inside the turret without any fear. I think that was a bad move from Sicilian.
It
Look
will
at
be a
that.
victory fight out there. Akai is in no mood. Alpha will be he able to go on. No, that was a very early retribution coming from Alpha. It was a little bit of nervousness, I must say, or the pressure of a tournament game.
I think even if you have pressure, you should have your basics in your books and the back of your hand. It was 4v1 and it was very difficult considered Akai did have result. Plus, Avi, I'd also like to point out that I am seeing the Sicilian's build. If you look at him, he is building Genius Wand as his first item. And I'm guessing the second item is either going to be Lightning Truncheon or the Butterfly Wing. That was a very good ult was from Tigreal, but there was no follow-up. That Alpha gives good ulti, but yes, he gets the kill. The Alpha escapes and that CC escapes too. I think it was a good team fight over here. What about you, Avi?
For
What do you
sure.
think?
Here. I think so. They can, the Titanfall can actually wrap up the game out here. Like they have that advantage. They are on 4-on-3 as of now. The Lord has been taken down though, but Roger is in no mood to escape. Just look at the damage from Roger. He is actually taunting and mounting every single outfit out there.
That was a very good petrify from Yuzong and the Brody following up with his ulti over there. Let me get to the chat and see what they're talking about. Amasa saying Tig got baited. Exactly. The Tig, well, not completely. The Tig had to know that it was 3 versus 2. I don't know what he was thinking, but I guess he expected the backup to arrive and it was a bit late. And Jesus Christ is saying Avi is smelly. Avi, when did Jesus Christ smell you?
I'm not sure what kind of smell he's talking about, but maybe he's talking in some other aspects as well, but I'm not pretty sure. But what is your thought on Akai versus Tyquil competition? Like, which hurts the most? If I ask you one question, that whether Diggy hurts Tyquil the most or Akai, which is a annoying more annoying hero out there?
See, if I am playing, think about this. As a mage player, if my team picks up Tigreal, what will I do? I will pick up a mage that can combo with it. Mostly the mage that will combo with it have a lot of CC. So if you pick a CC mage and you pick a CC tank, Diggy is the perfect one for you. But in this case, Tigreal actually works.
Yeah,
And
certainly.
And don't forget, like Head also plays Tigreal. I see Stone also playing. So they used fleeting time with Tigreal. So that negates the effect of Diggy and Akai to a certain extent. That was a good team
Of
fight.
course.
I'm sorry we missed.
N- I was constantly watching the game, and that initiate from Yu Song was so
Look
fast.
at
Just
that
look at
Roger
that
going
Roger.
into that well.
He is actually pushing up the socks at any moment. He is ready to sacrifice his life no matter what it takes.
Exactly, Avi, exactly. And this game is also going for more than 13 minutes now. I think the team should be able to finish up sooner.
That Nathan actually survived with at least HPs left out there. Getting back to your point, that for sure that we got we have seen good gameplays from Head and Stone. Like they are good tank users out there. So
That was a
with
very
that,
bad move from
yeah,
Nathan because the ulti is being wasted. I hope that, yes, that CC took down the Harith. That will certainly give an advantage, but that Sicilian is going to be crucial over here. That was a very good ulti from Tigreal,
I think
and
so.
that
We are so
Nathan will
done with this game. We are done with this game. If it, I don't think so that the Maga Esports could defend this lot because they are on
actually.
3v4, I guess. Yeah,
Yes, I
3v.
was about to say. And chat, I'm really sorry if you hear a barking sound. It's my dog. He's being needy, so don't clock me on that.
We can also see one more dog in the game out there. If it, and he is actually biting every single player out there.
Yes, 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 Avi. That Sicilian is hurting now. We also see that the Lord is being wasted over here. As I said, that Mara Esport can defend it because they have Nathan and Sicilian on their side.
The initiation, the it's all about the call ups. Just look at that Sicilian damage actually. I think so. Habit is in a very good position. Like he is making sure that he doesn't get caught. At the same time, he is giving a lot of damage. They got the middle inhibitor, and
It's 5
Nathan is
before.
actually
Who
hurting.
do you think will be able to get it out of here? I think it will be the red team ending the game right here. No, there is no minions over there. I think that Brody is too inside the turret, but that he gets the job done.
I
I
think so.
think
We
this
are
is
so done with this game. I don't think so. Mara Esports will be able to defend as of now. Titanfall has actually made Mara Esports fall in front of them. So a pretty easy game for Titanfall. They were up from the very first minute. So a big
Victory!
congratulations for them. And unfortunately, Mara Esports, your journey ends here. But don't lose hope. I wish you all the very best for your future games. And with this, we are so done with this game. And congratulations to Titanfall. And we'll be back in a very short while. Stay tuned.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. This is Victory Arena Season 2. With me is Head, and I'm Mifrit. We are going to host the Day 5 match 4 between Jackson Roses and Mavericks. And I think both the teams are ready, so we will start. So, Head,
Hi
how
guys,
are you?
hi guys. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, Ifrit, for that introduction. My name is Hedrash, guys. I am going to be accompanying Ifrit for this game's casting.
So, we are in the
Uh,
draft. We are in
uh-huh.
the drafting phase, and the blue team will be banning what? A meta, a new meta, or a comfort pick?
It's
Fight.
always smart to
Fight for
ban a
the
Your
meta pick,
ultimate
team is
answer.
banning.
especially when you've not done your homework on the other team. Just be safe and ban the meta.
Experience the
Yes, I
Your
youth and the
completely
team
agree with
is
you, Head.
suffering.
banning.
That Hilda ban, I don't think it's no longer useful
Butterflies,
because
Your
Dialog
opponent
follow
has
by
been
team
my
buffed.
wish.
is
I
banning.
think the teams are
Guided
not
by
realizing that
lanterns
yet.
light.
Certainly.
We have another mage ban over here, that's Zuxian. So,
Only
as you
love
know, I
has
love
wings.
Your
Zuxian with
team
that
is
AoE
banning.
skill and CC skill. So, Sicilian is being banned finally. I guess teams are
Always
finding
on
it
the
difficult to
way.
counter
Your
still.
team is banning.
Sicilian keeps on stacking. Even after that nerf, a good Sicilian user can make his way to the mid to late game. So
Yes,
it's a
shout
wise
out to
plan.
the global Sicilian that our squad has, Sunny.
We're missing Sunny in the
Sir,
casting
what's
lineup
your
today.
command?
He did,
Your
however,
team
did
is
cast today,
picking.
right?
Yes, he did. When you and
Your
Avid
team
ditched
is
us for the
picking.
first game, so we did cast together. And we have Khalid as the first pick, and that Fanny ban is still ongoing, even though after the nerf, Fanny shouldn't be banned. I think that nerf is pretty bad for Fanny.
Certainly. But at the same time, I do have mixed opinions on this. It depends upon the player actually. The nerf is not that bad. If you're a good fanny user, you can still pull your way through. It's similar
See
to what I
value
said
in
for
me?
Sicilian.
Your team is
You
picking.
should.
Okay.
First
That's a new
rule around here,
perspective, and I
break
was
all the
expecting a
rules.
carry because of uh, two tanky heroes against them. So carry with his buff is extremely
Yeah,
good.
certainly, the carry is a very wise pick. Even especially after this buff, without the buff as well, I would have still suggested carry. Um, let's see how the
The
carry performs
immortal
in this
one
game.
chose me to
Your
vanquish the
team is picking.
shadows that plague this world.
Yes, agreed with you. That is so you
If
pick over
time
there
is a
as a
river,
hyper,
Your
and
team
we
I'm
have a
is
Nathan
swimming
banning.
pick. We are
against the
seeing a lot
current.
of Nathan being picked these days. I guess that's the effect of the damage that he is have. And in the first two games today, as well as a game that some other team played yesterday, we saw a Nathan with insane amount of damage.
Nathan and Soyu have been both being picked quite often. In fact, more than Nathan, Soyu has been coming up in the draft quite a lot,
I
and it's
agree with
certainly
you.
it's quite fair to be there.
Your team
Yes,
is
finally that
banning.
Gutto ban. I was expecting a Gutto ban because Gutto has been creating a wreckage over here, match after match. This is something that we have to look out for.
As
The Gutto
fleeting
with
as a
his ability
Your
smoke
to
moth's
team is
target the
breath,
banning.
back lane. We
as
see an Aurora
timeless
ban.
as a
That's a rare
glacier's
ban.
heart.
And apart from Aurora, I think right now Luo should be banned. Considering that it's a fighter meta, Luo should be banned. Um, and I see Moneytoon playing MM. So, fun fact, guys, that Moneytoon player is a very good MM player. I believe he plays very good Moskov, and I have played with them once or twice. Even that fourth player, Inster, I think. Alex is also a good
Magic
player.
is my
I have known
life.
him
Your
for a
team
while
is
now.
banning.
I'm going to keep an eye out for
Among
this
the planes
marksman now. I want to
exists
see
an
Your
his gameplay.
team
Since
is
you've
equilibrium,
said
picking.
so much about him,
which I was
I don't
made
want him to
for.
disappoint us now. I want some brilliant gameplay coming from this his side.
Okay, I see. Now, one match doesn't define a player or his gameplay. I say this a
Hope will
lot.
find a
The
way,
reason
Your
for that
team
even
is
when
is
all
picking.
is
every game is
forlorn.
different and we don't know what the opponent can bring to us. We see a Eve and a Harith ban. A Harith is a wise ban now. They saw what happened in the last game with that insane amount of Harith damage. We see a Lunox and a Guinevere being picked over here, maybe. Okay, that's a Sicilian's counterpart, Carmilla, and a Faramis. Now
Your
that's
team is
interesting. So
picking.
they are going for a tanky
To live
lineup
is
without
to
being
trick
tanky.
the Reaper.
That farm is bringing that immortality ability. It's going to be proving to be very useful. But now, if they pick up an Estus, um, what is going to happen?
I really don't know over here. This
Hello, my friend.
opens up a Pandora's box because we don't know what will happen. But I think that Nathan should not have Purify over here. What do you think about that, Head?
Uh, Purify certainly I feel is not the greatest spell at the moment, but he I think is fearing that Suyu and Carmilla combo coming in. Sorry, that Palmis and Carmilla combo coming in, both with that CC ability. He does not want to be caught even for a single moment because that
Agreed,
is going
Head.
to be the death of him.
Yes, and don't forget the Team Mavericks have two revitalize as well. So it's heal on heal on heal on heal over to their side, and tankiness is going to work in their favor. But don't forget that carry out there, which can melt all the three tanks. Tanks being the Estes, Pedrin, and the Hylos. So they have to end it quickly before the fairy carry gets farmed. On the other hand, if Nathan gets farmed, it will be difficult for carry to reach him, I believe.
Certainly, I would like to take this opportunity to ask the chat guys, what do you think about this draft? Which side do you think
Welcome
has
to
the most
Mobile
stronger and a
Legends!
solid draft happening here?
5 seconds till the enemy reaches
Head,
the
I
So,
do
battlefield.
see Jesus
Smash them!
Christ talking in
Ultra Boost
chat
deployed!
saying Estes is equal to auto lose. Do you think Estes equals to auto lose?
I beg to differ with Jesus Christ on this. Good Estes can actually be very useful from the beginning of the game, and he has come in with a revitalize, and so does Hylos have a revitalize. I have a feeling that this Estes is going to be very useful to the red side.
Yes, that Estes not leaving the marksman is a good idea. And we know that, at least I know that Manitoon can dish out a lot of damage with his positioning as a marksman. So it will be a good decision from the Blues team side to gank him very early. And we see that gank coming in. And you know, Head,
both the
I
teams are not
really,
both the teams are not going super aggressive right now. If it's
yes, I was about to say that they have not yet invaded. I thought with Hylos they would have invaded their red buff.
especially Kylos and Khalid, both the invading heroes are there in this game, and they choose to stick to their lane. Um, they want
Yeah.
to play this game safe, and that's a good decision when you don't know the scale of the enemy, and it's always safe. It's better to be safe, stay safe in
Then,
your
sorry.
lanes, farm, and build up those items for the mid game and the turtle.
Yes, and Head, I forgot about the Hylos buff. The indirect Hylos buff that he got. It has increased his damage. And we do see the Hylos getting ganged over here. The Soyu misses his skills and the Hylos will get away. But do
The
we see a
backup has
Carmilla kill?
arrived,
And
and
that kill,
we might
Carmilla will
see
die
a
and we
first
have the
blood.
first blood.
That gank turned out to be devastating for the team who was trying to gank.
Exactly. That's what happens when you take a lot of time thinking whether should I go in or should I stay for
Look at that Toyo.
mid
Can
game.
he put that retry on time?
I
He
don't think
does not
so.
contest.
He does not contest, but the other retry is also weak, which means that the Fedrin is not good at retreating because we see the Paramis taking the turtle.
Certainly, certainly. If that Suyu would have jumped in, he had a good amount of opportunity to get that.
The Paramis did take the turtle, right? Or was it me?
No, 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 no. It's on the red side. The red team secured that turtle.
Okay, okay. See that Faramis pulling in. No, it the Vexana gives the CC to Faramis. I see the Esther's sticking to that MM too much. And you know how I feel about that. Sticking to a single lane is never a good idea, but will it pay off? What do you think?
It is a strategy that works and it does not work at the same time. But if it does work, it is going to give your marksman the ability to snowball so fast and make him so deadly in the early game itself, from the early game itself. So it is a gamble worth taking.
So, will this double edged sword pay off for the red team? Or will the blue team prevail over here? Let's look out for the chat. What is our viewers' thought process on that? Jesus Christ saying, Choti advance pilado koi. I would like to remind him that there might be some viewers or players who are minors. This stream is not promoting any use of alcohol or any cigarettes over here. Please be mindful and not use those language again. I see
Look at the
Rohit
top
saying,
lane. Just have a look at the top lane. That carry is trying to be ganked by the Nathan as well. At the same time, we're having a fight happening at the bottom lane, which just dissipated without any kills. And that carry also recalls back to safety. Now the turtle is going to be spawning. Which jungler is at a better position to come there and set up the map for that turtle?
I think the Soyu has moved gold. However, I think due to the tankiness and that Estus, they might steal it. But no. Okay, now we can see a gank, but the Soyu can easily take the turtle.
Carmela with a beautiful ultimate connecting both of them, but that mage escapes away. Farmes has to put out his ultimate.
That was a very
Can
good ult
this
from Paramis because the uh, Carmilla escaped with low HP.
that
Look at
barely,
that
barely
carry.
making out of that fight? Carrie is showing us that she has that damage coming up already. That was a little scary for the red side when Carrie joined the fight for a second. That was very brief, but it was very impactful.
Yes, look at the Team Blue. They are going for their MM, but the MM has already moved on to the mid lane. So that's a not a good map awareness from the blue team side, I guess.
We might just see a Farmer's kill happening here.
No,
Farmer's
the Faram.
just
Yes,
pulled the
Faramis
Fredrin
should
too
not
closer
have.
to him.
Yes, that
That
was
was
a
a bad move.
miscalculation from the Faramis part, but the Faramis escapes, I think. That was a lucky thing, but that carry, oh my god. The Estes coming up with the heal, helping out the Fredrin. That was a very good heal over there.
Double kill.
Certainly, that Estes did what he was supposed to do. Well, that's why he is in the game right now for the red side. And going back to the chat, Jesus Christ, this is what I was talking about. An Estes is a very good pick if you know how to use it correctly.
Estes is a good pick, but I think people are forgetting that Hylos popped his revitalize over there as well. So it was double whammy out there for the blue team. And Jesus Christ, you are a hypocrite. You said Estes is equal to auto lose. Going back on your own words, I see. And look at
Yes.
that damage.
Mhm.
Estes and Vixana are helping each other out to take out that Faramis. I think this will be an easy turtle for the red team
The
because
blue
the
side has the complete vision of the red team because of that Letho Wanderer right there.
No, it is the red team's Lethal Wonder hit. I think
Oh,
you missed
my
your pick.
apologies, my apologies. I got it wrong. Now we have a fight happening here. Carrie gets the Estus out, and that mage is being forced back out. Red team has been forced to get back, and now this might be an easy tunnel for the blue side. There's not going to be any contest happening from the red side now. They
Yes,
have
I think
completely
the Nathan
abandoned it,
needs
and now
to.
they're going for the jungle. And just have a look at the top lane. Nathan has secured a turret and is now recalling to safety. However, the bottom lane might just be losing to the red side. They might just lose that turret, and it happens.
Yes, head, but don't forget that Nathan needs to join team fight like Carry did over there because that carry made the difference and that turtle did impact the gold on the blue team side. So the gold was almost equal. Now the blue team is 1 point, let's say 5k ahead. And
Certainly,
even
it
after
did
7 minutes, there has been only 6 kills in total, three on each side.
it's still anyone's game. We are going to be getting a equal fight and equal domination from both these sides happening in this game. I want to see what this is going to be looking once the both the teams are at level 15.
Yes, I agree with you, Ed. However, look at the top, the carry and Carmilla took out that turret easily. There was no one to defend it. So, in terms of turrets, the blue team is ahead. They have three turrets, whereas the red team has two. So, they need to catch up, and that carry has damage because the Trinity build is over for carry.
Just
So,
look at that mid lane. They're camping there. They're waiting for one of them to just show up there, and they're going to melt them
and
completely.
it is
Both the
three
teams are
versus
unaware of their
three.
position right now.
No, the carry showed his vision, and that, oh my god, this is a
Armila with
very
that
good team
beautiful
fight.
ultimate.
That Farame saves everyone. That Khalid is in trouble, I guess. That is a lot of damage taken from the turret as well as the ultis.
Killing spree.
That Khalid did survive for a longer time than I expected him to.
Yes, I think the top lane turret will be gone for the blue side if they push it properly. Sorry, the red team push it properly. And I think the Hylos has listened to me, perhaps. So the
The blue
Carmilla is
team is pulling
defending.
up for the Lord. That Soyu has been caught. His vision is out there. He is alone
So you will
in the
die.
last fight, and he goes down.
It
The
wasn't a
red team is
voice
going to go all
choice.
aggressive now. It's the time for them
Yes,
to push the lanes and push the turrets
the
because
Nathan
this is the
has
first
that.
Lord. It's not going to be super
Yes.
strong. It's going to be easy to defend, but it gives them an advantage
Look
of
at that
having
carry.
super
Look at
minions.
that carry versus Hylos. The carry almost kills it. It is the Paramis that gets the final say in it.
Farmers had to use his ultimate.
But it was just to save him. The marksman had already gone away.
It did work out, so I'm not going to say anything. I thought it was going to go other way, but
No, mate.
that
I
was a
think
good move, going out of the map and coming back in and to safety.
I don't think that was a good idea considering the Lord is here and the Paramis doesn't have his ulti. But that team fight from the team red is very good. Taking out the turret, this is a total game changer. It is a 360-degree turn for the team now. Team red. See the dominance now. The dominant size is helping out the team red by slowing the attack speed of carry. The
Keeping
Lord
that
is still
Estes,
there. Okay,
sorry,
down. Yes, head.
keeping that Estes and that high lows with the. Oh, what are we going to see?
Double kill.
We might just get this game to be ended right now. Can they do it?
It will be
Triple
difficult,
kill.
but I think they can. They just have to wait. The Estes healing the entire crew up. That's a 5-man ult. And Estes has given two ults within like last what 20 seconds.
Certainly, that
And
is all because of that fleeting time, and we might get to see a GG happening here. That Nathan has destroyed that base with ease. That I did not expect the game to be ending on the first lot itself.
Victory.
This was a
that's a
surprise to me.
very quick game, 11 minutes. And that is it. Let's see who has done what in this game. From the blue team side, I think the highest damage is from Khalid, which is surprising. We have to commend him for that. Then comes from the red team side, I think it will be the Vexana or Nathan. Yes, the Nathan is the highest damage. What do you think about those stats head?
These are some great stats. As you told me about the Nathan, he certainly did not disappoint. He was there at the right place at the right time. However, we felt that he was out of position, but that was actually a tactical move. He was defending and pushing those lanes, and it played to his advantage because they had that high lows, they had that Fredrin and Estes. They had that ability to survive the fight for longer time while Nathan pushes those lanes, and that was a successful strategy.
Yes, head. And
Well,
we will be
certainly.
back to streaming in 5 minutes. The last game for the day is between Genshin Shadow and Team NNS. So we'll be right back, guys. Don't go away.
Welcome back, guys. This is going to be the last game for the day. This is Victory Arena Season 2. This is still on, we are still on the round one. This is day 5. This game is going to be between Genshin Shadow and NNS. I'm going to be your caster for the last game of the day. My name is Headrush, and along with me is my co host, Avi. Welcome, Avi.
Hi, Head. How are you? How was your day?
Great, bro. No one but you asks, how was my day? I'm grateful to have friends like you, bro.
For sure. So we are heading towards the last game of the day. That is between Genshin's Shadow and NNS. Like I'm very curious to know that what NNS stands for actually.
Sir, what's your command?
Your
Someone in the
team
chat,
is
please
banning.
enlighten us. Tell us, what does the NNS full form stand for?
Butterflies
For sure.
born
Your
The
by the
meta
team is
fish,
ban, we are
banning.
seeing
guided
a lot of
by
meta bans
lantern's
actually.
light.
That's actually very interesting. Like for the like today there was a game in which I'm not sure which hero was banned, but that was very uncertain. Like I have seen very uncertain picks and bans in this tournament.
Did you get to see a Diggy ban?
No, not yet. In fact, if they would have banned the Diggy, I would have been more happier than it.
Ban was the ban.
I'm not being
But I have
able
a
to
feeling,
recall
Avi,
it.
for this game, is going to be the highlight match. I have a feeling both the teams are super strong, and
Time to
just on the
drop the
banning,
beat of the
Your
flame.
the
team is banning.
first bans came in within a second. So I feel they know what they're about to do, what strategy they're going to be playing, and I am hoping we get a good and exciting match.
For sure, head and all the games have been pretty
Your
exciting.
team is
At
banning.
the same time, were very enjoyable at the times. There was a game I'm not sure. I guess it was the fourth game or the third game. Uh, it went for 25 minutes, and it was not. I was not able to recall it that which team is going to win. Like one side, it was the blue side, or at the next minute, we were seeing that the red team is actually dominating the game. So that was a pretty good comeback.
Certainly, certainly. And you're telling me this happened today?
Yeah, today I think that was the third game between Mara Esports and Titanfall, if I'm not forgetting the name.
Unfortunately, I was not able to cast and join you guys earlier. I was not able to watch the
I've been
stream.
waiting
Your
for
You
too
might
team
have to
is
long.
fill me in
banning.
about the details of the earlier games.
For sure, head. And we are seeing the carry ban here. And I remember that during that comeback, carry was one of those heroes who actually secured a maniac today.
Oh, that's fantastic. Dude.
So
Have you gotten a Savage till now in Victory Arena Season 2?
I'm not the only
Not yet.
one
I think
bound by
the
Your
these
team
max
is
which
chains.
I've
banning.
seen is the maniac. Day before yesterday, also we saw one more maniac coming from Granger side.
I do remember that.
So I think pretty good bands coming out from both the teams, and I think so. Jensen Shadow is actually they have come up with a certain strategy. Like they have come up with a proper draft pick. They know that what they need to ban, no matter what the enemies goes with the ban and the pick. They are sure that what they are going and what they are going to execute in the game, how they are going to execute the strategies.
Let's see what these strategies are. Uh, we're beginning with the draft. The first pick is going to happen any second now. They are
Your
Genshin
team
Shadow is
is
going to go with a
banning.
Gato Kacha pick now with a heal revitalize, and the enemy is going to counter that with a Khalid revitalize.
It can be a good counter pick against Gato because Gato has been very harmful, and I think so. Hylos also is a good pick here.
Your team is
Certainly, that
banning.
Hylos and Chow combo. Now what is left for us to figure out is who is going to be the roamer. Because both of them have the ability to go in the XP lane as well as um, portray and play that roaming role really well.
Both Chao and Hylos will give a lot of flexibility to the NNS side. Like they will be superior. They'll know that according to the pick, they can decide that either Chao can go for a tankier role or whether it can be Hylos. When you got Hylos in the team as well as Chow, you get a lot of flexibility because both are tankier. They both can go for a semi build.
Sand rises when I
Certainly,
give the
and even
word.
we're going to be seeing a similar combo happening here. Khalid and Gato's
The
Kacha,
Immortal One
both of
chose me
them
to
have the
vanquish
Your
the
same
team
ability
is
shadows
of
that
picking.
plague this
going
world.
roam and going the EXP lane as well. This
They
is
are
already
making,
turning out to be interesting.
yeah, they are actually creating a lot of confusions as of now because both Gato and Khalid have that ability to play as a roamer as well as an EXP. So I guess personally, Khalid will be playing as a roamer out there because he got that speed in the early game. He got that initiation. He got that sustainability.
What would be a good roamer in front of Khalid? What do you think? Is it Hylos or is it Chow?
I think so. Chow can be pretty decent because the mobility of Khalid is way too fast, and it might take Hylos a lot of time in order to catch him up. So Chow can be a pretty good competitor out there.
Well put, Avi.
Your team is banning.
In the hyper side, we are going to see a competition between Suyu and Alpha. So I am pretty little bit side on the Suyu because he has that initiation and getting out from pretty good gangs at the right time.
Everything engulfed in
Your team
flames.
is banning.
Certainly, he is also immune for a little point of time. However, Alpha has that true damage coming from his side. So let's see how this game unfolds.
I think for the first time in the victory arena, we are seeing a Valet ban coming out. Like this is really exciting.
What could be the thought behind banning of Valir right now?
I think so. The combo that they are going with, the Jensen Shadow, Valle could have fit in a very crucial role out there. He could have actually melted down Hylos Alpha because Valle can be a
Let's
good
go.
crowd control hero
Your team
with
is
that combo.
banning.
Certainly, Irithel is a wise ban here. Carry and Irithel both are out right now. We still have the Granger open, we have the Claude, and we have the Nathan also open.
We all saw what Nathan
Time
did
to
in the
take the
last game.
field.
So
Your
pretty
team
good
is
bans.
banning.
MMs are getting a lot of ban actually. Like already 3 have been banned from both the sides, and one more ban is left. Are they going with the ban yet? I'm pretty questionable to the both the teams. Like, what is the thought process? Whether they are we going to see a Havit as a gold in ahead? Like Havit is very powerful right now. Like after the update he got, he is pretty very powerful.
Certainly, I have seen the Harith perform really well after that buff. But about the draft right now happening, I have a feeling that they are not focusing on the enemies while banning the
I didn't
heroes.
cure the
They
pain.
are certain
Your
about what
team is
heroes they want
picking.
to pick and which heroes counter their picks. So they are going with a practice strategy, both the teams.
Nana can be a pretty good pick here, like in front of Khalid. She will actually stop Khalid from uh, initiating inside the turrets. That fear will always be there in the mind of Khalid out there.
My magic flows as
Your
freely as the
team is
Oh,
picking.
winds.
We
wise
get a
pick,
win here.
wise pick. I'm impressed with the kind of ban and pick that both teams are doing, and there it is. We
You
have it
called it, Avi. You called it. We have, we might just get a Harith coming here. We will still wait for Zero to lock in that Harith before I give it to you, Avi. That you called it perfectly.
for sure. And actually, like today morning only, I was playing Have It, and I played as a hyper out there, but Have It as a gold laner is actually bursting down every single hero,
Magic
like
is
even
my life.
Bruno and Carry too.
Great prediction, Avi. You got it right, bro.
Yeah.
But
Seems
how
What
does
I've
that
will
slept for
affect the pushing
ages. Your
ability of
team is become of the
Genshin
world.
Shadow with that Harith being in the gold lane?
if you see one
And at the
thing,
same
like
time, uh,
yeah.
are we going to be getting a Lunox to face that Harith? Both the teams are going to be skipping on the marksman role. Do you think is that going to happen?
Hanabi. Sanjo.
It does not happen. They choose a Hanabi.
Let me not take this prediction out there, but I think so. Habit is going to actually dominate Hanabi at a very insane level because Hanabi has no dashes. She won't be able to survive with that Aegis because Habit damage is actually bursting the Aegis just with one hit.
Certainly, we've all seen that happen.
So we are heading into the final game of the day. I hope so. You guys have enjoyed all the games that happened today, and I request all of you to kindly hit the like and subscribe button because our management, our moderators have been doing a lot of hard work in order to organize and execute this tournament. So I kindly request everyone to show some love and support towards all our management team.
Well said, guys. That really motivates us when you like that stream and you subscribe to our channel.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
And we
5
are
seconds till the
underway with the
enemy
last
reaches
game of
the
the day.
battlefield. Smash
Both the
them.
junglers rushing
All
towards that
troops
buff to
deployed.
secure it as soon as possible. Both the junglers are starting from their EXP lane side of the jungle. They are getting support from their teammates to speed run that buff. And let's see
Uh,
who secures that buff sooner.
Today there was a
It is going to
debate
be
going
Alpha.
on between Ifrit and Sunny that whether we should call it a blue buff or a red buff. So for them, I would like to mention that few years before there was no red and blue buff. It was only one kind of buff that was known as blue. Like both the buffs were known as blue. There was no red. There was no orange buff. There was no blue buff. So with this meta, a lot of things have changed in MLBB, and not with this meta. In the past years, MLBB has shown some kind of really good
Just
changes
have a
out
look at
there.
that Chow. I'm sorry, I'm going to be cutting you down, but
As
look at that Chow. Why is he in the enemy territory at this stage right now?
he's
Um,
actually
and
cutting
Whale
down the
also
lanes.
following up. That is a very deep um, lane to cut through. He's gone to the first turret.
Good thing is that the Jensen Shadow was not affected by that move of Chow. So that was a pretty wise decision coming. In fact, they chose to gang the gold lane. They tried to push and make pressure on the MM side.
10 seconds for the turtle to spawn. Gato is surrounded with two of the NNS players right now, but the backup is coming there, and we might get to see a first blood coming, followed by the second kill. Can Chow survive? He is running for his life right now, and he escapes to safety.
Chow barely survives with a single HP left out there. I think so. There should not be any contest coming out from the NNS side. But Alpha is in the bush. Are we going to see a victory battle? Are we going to see a steal by Alpha? For sure. We'll wait and watch.
Alpha steals that turtle. That was fantastic move by Alpha. He wins the referee battle and gets back to safety, securing his buff now. At the top lane, that Chow and Hanabi are ganking that Harriet. We might get to see another kill happening here. Is it possible? Chow is deep
I
into the
don't
turret.
think so. I don't think so for sure. That was a good hold up from Habit as well. He showed some pretty good sense.
And that was a good combination with Khalid and Kagura. They secured that whale's kill right there.
As the game goes more deeper, we will be seeing Hanabi damage as too. So I think so. Even Hanabi will be very crucial out there because in order to get your team on a winning side, you need a proper gold laner who actually contributes the game throughout the early and the late as well.
Certainly, Avi, that is a well set point from your end.
Alpha is
The
looking for
turret,
an opening, like he actually wants to melt down Kato, and he is capable of like the goal difference is not pretty much as of now, but
the
a good
backup has pulled
initiative.
up, and
Yeah,
both of them had to disabandon that gank. Alpha does not get the opportunity to get another kill happening here. In fact, the first kill, Alpha hasn't opened up his kill points right now. The red team is at 0.
That AOG landed on the wrong spot out there, and I think so. We are going to see a kill out there. For sure, Khalid has been taken down by Hanabi. Are we going to see another? For sure, again, yet again, Kato is down. That was a good follow from Hanabi. Like, that was not expected yet, but a good follow up from Hanabi.
Certainly, Avi.
And I think so that it will be a competition for Habit that how he's going to execute the game, because being a goal laner, it is important to be a part of the team fight, not in the early, not in the mid, but throughout the game. And I think so that it is pretty important for Hanabi to get into team fights because his team is actually playing very well. I'm pretty sure that the turtle will be taken down very sooner because Alpha is in no mood to spare anyone. The level difference is saying a lot of things. Like Alpha is already level 8, Suyu is in level 6, so this level difference will actually hurt the retribution battle too. Alpha will get an advantage in terms of retribution power. Jensen
Certainly, Avi.
Shadow.
Well said. There is going to be a fight happening at the turtle now, but Alpha secures that turtle easily. Glorious pathway coming in, zoning that enemy. And that was a successful fight for the red side, which is NNS. They secured 2 kills and they get that Hyper is dead. Now they're going to be invading that buff as well. They got the turtle, they got the Hyper down, and they've got 3 total kills happening here. This was all in all a successful fight for their side.
Certainly here, and that was a very positive thing for the NNS. Actually, they got the objective, they got the kills, the hyper was down. So what else can you demand for?
Now that Hanabi is focusing on the push, secures 1 turret, and we're going to be seeing a swap happening from Genshin Shadow's side in the lanes.
The turret defense is actually saying a lot of things. Like NNS is actually leading in terms of turrets. They have got 2 turrets, whereas Jensen Shadow has only secured 1 successful turret. That is from the bottom lane.
Also, have a look at the farm difference right now. NNS is leading with almost 4,000 gold.
As the game goes more into the time duration, you will see that goal difference being increased with every second.
That Kagura with a smart move, securing that whale's kill right there.
A good Kagura user can act is very annoying. Like personally, I don't like Kagura users if I'm playing as a hyper or mage or MM out there. Like it actually melts down with no matter of time.
Certainly, you got to be a good Kagura user to play this hero in that freestyle zone that we all see on the reels and the YouTube shorts happening.
For sure.
That's what
And I
me and
like
Ifrit were talking
those.
about, Dave. I think it was yesterday. Then we were talking about a good Kagura user can be super annoying for the whole lineup.
Yeah. Just now I noticed that Say Cheese, who is actually using Hanabi, she went for the DHS out there. So
Alpha
DHS has
secures that turtle easily by himself. There's a fight happening at the top lane. Uh, Team Genshin Shadow completely abandoned the turtle. Was that a wise decision?
till now it's wise, but I don't think so because we can see Alpha approaching. The ult will be there. I think so. That was a pretty good decision coming up from the NNS. They got the turtle, they got the kills, and that's a very pretty trade. And till now, I think so. NNS is actually dominating this game.
NNS is starting to actually dominate. Abhi, well said. This game is turning out to be a nightmare if this continues to be like this. Certainly, Genshin Shadow is going to be in for a harsh night.
Now
They
this
started
target
off well,
will.
Avi. They started off really well, but now they're losing that momentum. Why do you think that is happening?
This is what MLBB. Oh, did I see something like have it actually got the red buff out there? That was a misclick, but will it hurt the Jensen Shadow out there? I think so. He'll be taken down for sure. Suyu is down. That's a good escape coming up. Chao is in no mood to leave any kicks left with him.
That was indeed a sad moment for the jungler Soyu from the Genshin side.
But
That
I think so
Harry, he's
the
trying to
Habit
defend
was
that turret. He should just leave that turret and get back to safety.
that was not a very good AOG landing up by Gato side. But I think so this game we are so done with this game that it is NNS are actually showing the Jensen Shadow now. They are playing with them like, and now it will be very crucial that how Habit dominated, because for Jensen Shadow they got no late gamers in their side. But if you see the difference, the NNS they have Hanabi as their late gamers. Whale will be there who will be haunting the enemy and pushing up and down.
With this lot, I have a feeling that Team NNS is going to have the item spike happening sooner than Genshin Shadow.
Certainly, they'll get an advantage of this. Like they have been playing brilliantly throughout the game, so they deserve all the
Avi, I'm
appreciation.
sorry to cut you off right now, but just have a look at the items right now. Soyu is only on one item, whereas that Alpha has already made three main damage items right now, and one of them is actually a regen item. There is a huge gap amongst the junglers right now.
Yeah, that's what I can see. And Suyu was lacking behind from the very first minute. Like he was not very confident with that role. But I should not be very judgmental out there because I cannot judge someone just on the basis of one game. But fortunately, he must have done it really pretty well if he would had been playing with that confidence from the very first minute.
Certainly, they are pushing in with all their force. They are putting a lot of pressure on the Genshin Shadow side. That Chao has to retreat to safety. They secure that turret. However, this is not going to be an end right now. This is where the marksman really shines bright. When you are dominating in the early game, you have that advantage. You have that attack speed to end the game. But both the teams are no. They have a Hanabi. Why didn't they go for that push?
I still think that Havit gameplay and his style of approach should had been different, because Havit is very powerful in the early game as compared to Hanabi. Even though if you are getting the support such as Chao, Havit has that dashing abilities, so he can actually dominate it in the early game. But his approach was very different from the very first minute. I have hardly seen Havit users playing so much defensive in the early game. So I think so that was one of the reasons that the goal lane was losing out there.
Certainly, there is some role to be played by Chow and that Hylos combo happening here with that Hanabi to actually build that damage and survive so much in this game. However, Harriet has to face a lot of ganks happening on him. It is a painful night for that Harriet. In fact, for the Genshin Shadow team, which is happening right now.
NNS can actually wrap up the game with this lot that is approaching in 30 seconds. Like they have that advantage, they have that ability. Right now, they are zoning out every single player of Jensen Shadow out there. They're outplaying every resources that they got with them.
Can Genshin Shadow actually make a comeback out of this?
It will be a miracle hit if they make a comeback with this kind of combo. So I hope for the best, but I don't think so that NNS is in no mood to give any kind of choices out there. Oh, that ultimate was so well executed from Khalid. Unfortunately, the follow-up was not there. That was a great ult from Khalid with the flicker combination.
They don't even need the Lord to finish the game. They can just end it right now if they want to.
They will. I hope so. They will, because it's 4v2, and I don't think so that it will be
They
possible
need to
for
push
the
Genshin
Jensen
Shadow out of
Shadow.
their misery right now. Um, can they do that? They can actually. It is almost going to happen. No,
Oh,
no,
are
no,
we
no. The
going to see a
tides
Are
change.
we going to see a triple kill out? The first shot, Kagura is making it no mistakes. He actually saved the Jensen Shadow from getting the game out there. There was this the comeback that Jensen Shadow was waiting for. Can we go for a lot? I think so. They should go for a lot. What are they waiting for? I'm not sure about that.
They are missing the jungler, and that is making them a little underconfident for this moment right now. The Chow and Hanabi approaching towards the Lord. Khalid zoning that Chow beautifully. Hanabi does not seem interested in participating at the Lord. She is just taking that blue buff. She is waiting for I don't know who. That Whale is also pulling up from the bottom lane. They just might get that Lord right now. If Vale puts that ultimate perfectly, Vale gets that Lord. What a beautiful gameplay by Vale.
Shut down.
That was a good steal actually. And with this Lord, I think so. Jensen Shadow game has also shadowed down out there.
Sadly, they are under the shadow of NNS in this game.
We did
Just
not
have a look at that
see a
Genshin
fight.
shadow.
Yeah. We did not see a good competition coming out from the Jensen Shadow, like either from the MM side or from our EXP or either that too from our mate side. Like there was no competition from the very first minute.
Suddenly, we wrap up the game at the 15th minute mark. NNS devouring Genshin shadow in this game.
Victory.
They were having a slow start from the beginning, but the way they came out, they were super strong and they did not do any mistakes. They completely obliterated Genshin Shadow.
For sure. And with this, we are done for the day 5. There were really exciting games. Really, the viewers were on top. They were actually commenting a lot of things, and that too in support of their team. So with this, we are done with the day 5 of Victory Arena season 2. We will be seeing you soon with all the games that will be played tomorrow as well. So stay tuned. Kindly hit the like and the subscribe button. And I hope you all have a great day. Good night and stay
Um,
tuned.
Good night, guys. Just a quick message before I hop off. Like and subscribe the stream, and at the same time do follow our YouTube channel and also our Instagram channel handle, which is Rect Esports. You'll be getting all the updates there about the next following matches and how we are going to be progressing further in this tournament. Thank you, guys. This is me, Headrush, signing off.